I think that the future is in combining all the communication with a customer within somehow one big engine, one big brain. If you want a success, then especially for CVM operations, you need to measure the effects, because when you are managing the base, then you feel powerful because you are cross-selling to this base and you are successful. And when you compare to full market potential, then for the biggest call center use case, which is basically customer service by GenAI, then there is a big room for hallucination. And you can have great answers from GenAI, not really based on the processes, offers, etc.
Welcome to CVM Stories, the podcast on customer value management. Together, we explore how companies can be more successful and the customers happier through the use of latest customer value management techniques. Learn key commercial and analytical insights from telecoms, retail, finance, and other industries that drive CVM forward.
Welcome to the CVM Stories. I'm your host, Egidius. Today, our guest is Marek Grabowski, the Director of B2C Customer Value Management at Orange Poland. Marek has led the CVM transformation in his company and shares his personal experience on creating exceptional value for the customers, building an amazing team, and growing as a professional. Tune in for the inspiring insights.
CVM Stories is produced by Exacaster. We help companies take their customer value management to the next level. To stay updated on our latest episodes, subscribe to the podcast or sign up for an email newsletter at exacaster.com/CVM Stories.
So, Marek, thank you for joining us today. And to start with, I know that you work in telco for ages already. Could you describe what is your current role right now so that the audience could understand a bit better?
Yeah, so currently I'm responsible for customer value management for B2C customers in Orange Polska. And indeed, telco is kind of family business. So my father was in telco. Many years ago, he was PhD in in telco, graduated from polytechnics, and then he was responsible for starting up one of the first regulatory bodies for telco and post. Also my brother was in telco, so then I went for economic studies, but then I joined telco, and since then I'm telco for more than roughly 26 years.
Oh my God. I haven't heard this type of story, that the whole family would work in telco. And what about your, children, if you have one? Have you already kind of signed them up?
Not for telco, but that might be a different story. Of course, they are interested what I'm doing, but then it was difficult to explain to a different people what is customer journey management. It is also difficult to explain what is customer value management.
Okay, so as you said, now you're in the customer value management for B2C.
Yeah.
What were, let's say, your path in telco? Where did you start?
Mm-hmm. Well, many years ago, I started in working for a consulting company. At that time, it was Pricewaterhouse. And the branch that I worked with was specialized and focused on telco. So then it was very natural for me. And I worked there for 5 years. And then I moved to one of the customers. Right now, the customer is called Orange. At that time, it was a different name, incumbent operator with the mobile arm that was a separate company. So I joined, and then for many years I'm working for Orange, many different positions. So whenever I thought it is somehow boring to be in the place that I was, then there was a new great opportunity somewhere in the company. So I changed roles from strategy, projects, big operations. I was responsible for the team of roughly 2,000 people in B2B call center. And then I went for customer journey transformation and right now CVM transformation. So roughly that is the story.
Oh wow! So you touched multiple areas.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
And
In consulting, the different restructuring, also administration part. So well, many different stories.
okay, and I think that the part of working with call centers actually had some impact probably on your customer value management strategies as well.
Yes, yes, yes. So at the time, I really felt that it is crucial to be close to a customer and working side by side with the agent that is talking to a customer. It was a completely new experience, showing that what we are designing as people in headquarters, then it has to be tested by real people with real customers, and then sometimes it's a different story that we think.
Okay, it's good that you know that you come from this part with this experience. I'm thinking for the opening, yes. So, how would you describe customer value management role in the organization? Let's say in your own words, because they are kind of the function is not structured. Mm-hmm. Let's say through the industry.
Mm-hmm. So I would say that the most wide definition is basically creating value on existing customer base by cross-selling, upselling, retaining customer, preventing churn, selling additional accessories, new services. But what is, I think, key is that CVM managers, they work both on the value and volume. And the key is to know where is the balance for a given service, given product line between good trade of value for volume. Sometimes we go for bigger unitary, sometimes we go for bigger volume. And the multiplication of unitary value and volume, that is the full product of CVM manager.
Okay, could you go a bit deeper? What do you define by saying volume? So because from
by volume I mean volume of different services. So sometimes you want to sell generally more volume of different services with a little lower value, and sometimes you push for the value, you increase prices, and then you somehow also contribute to telecom market repair.
So is it correct that basically you are working with two primary KPIs, which is like revenue at one side and then kind of I don't know, the volume or number of purchases at the other side, something kind of how would you define what are the key KPIs from your side?
Well, the ultimate KPI is the revenue from customer base, and that is comprising of existing customer, new purchases of those customers, increase of unitary value of a customer by adding additional accessories, new services. So generally, I would say full revenue of from the customer base. Not only new transactions, because you also are responsible for customer churn. So, well, actually, you need to work on all the base, and that is the scope of CVM.
Okay, so your organization is big, and customer value management is broad. So, how would you define, let's say, your as Marek's CVM framework? What would be the key building blocks there?
So for me, already after some time, I would say that they are like two cycles. One that is the one that is very operational, automated. There are MLOps inside, and every cycle you try to forecast the propensity of a customer to all the use cases. Then you the arbitrage between the propensity of a given use case and customer value. Then you move it to channels, I mean, human assisted channels or digital channels and direct marketing. Then you also see the results, and that is like one cycle. You also see the commissioning, and that is one cycle, and another cycle, and sometimes that is fueling this operational cycle is the work of all the new insight, new offers for the customers, new partnerships, long-term projects, strategy, etc. Sometimes when you are just starting, you need to start from the second cycle, but in operation, then there is this one that is always on, moving on, and then you try to fuel it, to accelerate with the second cycle. So that is my story.
From the broad perspective, let's see, how much time do you spend in every of those cycles? Well, just kind of, as a rule of thumb.
Well, I would say maybe 60-40 or 50-50. Or at least I would like to think about that in that way. As the first cycle, it brings most of the result, but most of the improvement of the results is coming from the second cycle. Well, I hope 50-50, but that is, we will come to that, that is kind of result of working in Agile. So managing operations and new projects in Agile way, and then it is all combined. So it's somehow it's difficult to say that is like my 50% for first cycle and that is my 50% for the second cycle. That is difficult to say.
Okay. So if we drill down into your first cycle of operations part, I noticed that you communicate quite a lot about the next best offer, next best action initiatives, etc. How would you define what is next best offer, next best action? How they are kind of, is it the same? Is it different from your perspective?
Well, I know that people sometimes are mixing. For me, next best offer, that is basically the best suited offer proposition for a given customer. Next best action, it can be also other actions than offer. It can be service call, it can be improvement of technical quality for a customer, etc. It can be customer experience message to a customer. And all that is kind of coming to a buzzword that I heard some time ago, which is NB small x, and X is like for everything. So generally, I think that the future is in combining all the communication with a customer within somehow one big engine, one big brain. I hope that is the future. I'm not sure if I have seen the existing examples already.
Well, everybody are promising, that the future is already like next to the next around the corner, From your perspective, if we talk about next best offer and next best action or next best X part, yes, which use cases have you seen kind of working well and met, let's say, your expectations? Because if you run this type of project, you say, okay, I I expect that something will work, and it actually worked.
So I would say generally two groups I see the most successful. One is churn management and retention. Then all the machine learning is very helpful, and also cross sell. So when you have like fixed customer base, or broadband customer base and mobile customer base, then cross-selling, that is a very powerful use case. Also, migration from prepaid to postpaid is kind of powerful. What I see as sometimes more difficult is deep sell, so I would call it selling additional mobile to already to mobile customer. And what I saw, what I actually failed, we have tried to make a use case which is tariff upgrade in life. So you try to convince customer to move from one tariff to another in life, only for like additional euro. And then, of course, as a concept, it is nice, but then if you the cost of operation. So I tried to do this in telesales, and it was basically the failure. Additional 5 zloty uplift is not enough to cover the cost of calling, commissions, even with the best propensity. So that one failed, but all others, they are powerful.
Okay, interesting to hear. And when you run those operations, yes, how do you measure them? How do you track them? How often do you measure them?
So, well, if you want a success, then especially for CVM operations, you need to measure the effects daily, I think. And what we have introduced a unified control group or universal control group. And that is basically the group of customers that is not touched proactively. And we compare CVM versus that group of customers. But there is also second level of recommended measuring, which are the control groups per specific new campaigns or on campaign level, and then they are also very useful to have the insight. Of course, there is a trap. There are actually two traps with control groups. One is somehow it's easy to have too many customers in control groups, and then you really hurt the results because you limit the number of customers that you are addressing. And second, it's it is as the insight, it is very useful for CVM, but sometimes that is a different currency for all other people. So that we all have budgets, and the result versus control group, that is not the budget. And there are different realities. So you can be good in versus control group, bad versus budget, the other way around. All that creates different issues, but the measuring versus control group, I really recommend it.
And when you think about control group size, especially this global control group or universal control group, how big is that group in your case?
5%.
5%. Okay, so this is quite significant.
That is quite significant. That gives you the statistical relevance for some of the cuts. But when you try to compare like specific product lines in specific channel, then somehow you need to have additional test. Is the difference statistically useful, or that is like basically some statistical error? And then, but that is for specific cuts. But generally, this type of 5% is quite good to see different trends.
And when you think you mentioned that you are measuring on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I see this as a dream for many, many teams. How hard was it for you to implement this capability?
Well, as already all sales reporting is or was before my time on a daily basis, then adding additional flag control, not control, it was, let's say, less difficult. So it was possible. And then the development of the dashboard that would show this perspective and also the perspective of total sales, not UCG, UTG, so target group, control group. It took several months, but it was easier when you have all the data definitions ready, data models. You understand what is the sale, especially for fixed services. There are different moments when you can say that there is an order, there is a service activated in network system, in billing. So the different moments that you say there is the service is sold, and you have to align this between different parties.
And when you say, okay, you came to the team and you said, hey, team, now we will put away 5% of the customers. What was the reaction, How easy was it to convince, to put those people aside?
Well, it was not easy, but I was lucky enough that we have started the transformation also in a way of a program. So we have started a program and we have said, okay, there are certain elements that we want to improve, and one of the enablers is the control group that we need to have to measure the result of what we are doing. And with that, with the support of the CEO, then it was easier. But when I talk with my colleagues from different geographies, then that is the key question. How can you stop addressing 5% of your base? The answer is theoretically simple, that because of the insight that we are getting from them, we are able to address the 95% much better, and there is a the final result is better. But then the discussion is, of course, difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine those discussions. 5% of the base. It's crazy.
Yeah. And the key question is, or the key question that you are receiving. So, if they want to resign, what would you do? Well, we are not allowed to give them any offer, so you will lose those customers. Well, that is the price. But fortunately, the customers themselves, they are not so okay. At least this market, this moment of time, they are not so eager to churn by themselves. So it's easier. One of the insight was that actually some of our actions, we are waking up customers. So when we want to retain them, to have them locked in loyalty contracts, we wake up some of them. And when we push too hard, when we push them too hard to decide to stay with us, sometime they look for the offer from competition, and then there is a counter-productive result of the proactive action. But well, that is maybe a side argument to convince somebody to have the control group.
Mhm. So when you were building, let's say, your next best offer and next best action, kind of the whole initiative, how much time did it take for you to actually deliver the product, the project itself, and start gaining the value?
Well, I would say the key for everybody starting that type of work is to find use cases that are able to deliver the result quite fast. So there are some elements of the process, elements of the commissioning systems, elements of the offer placement within CRM system that you can influence easier than others. And generally, there is some time to work on the data. There is some time to work on machine learning models, and there is some time to fine tune the models. So there are different elements that you should start in parallel, focusing on having the results here and now, and also building the path to increase the results in the let's say medium future. So both.
So it seems that when you started this project, you impacted pretty much the whole organization. Would you say were your biggest challenges?
I was happy enough to have very good support from the board, from CEO, and from vice president for B2C. So with that kind of support, it's easy to, or it's easier to have the buy-in of different functions, because generally the scope of CVM and the influence of CVM is quite significant on channels, on offers, on operations, and when they resist, then I agree it might be very difficult to achieve impact.
Okay. So if you get the support from team above, it's easy, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
So,
Then it's easy, because just going bottom up in a very positivistic way, difficult. Yeah, but I would say that generally there is a buzz. There is a kind of trend of customer value management. It is somewhere, there is some hype. So you basically navigate this flow.
so if somebody would be in your situation right now, trying to launch this, what single advice would you give them in this situation? How to successfully launch this type of initiative?
I would say two. The first one, start small and target real benefits. So the use case when you really can earn money, and also find a sponsor that is interested in earning this money, because there are many different use cases. You have do a lot of cool things with the data, and finally you may not be able to convert this into a real increase of the value of a customer, of the real increase of the volume of the services that you are selling.
Mhm. Okay. I think this is a super valuable advice. I hope that people who are working with these projects will hear you, you know. Um, and the next thing is, so we talked about NBA and NBO, and what role does the machine learning and artificial intelligence play here? Because now if we would go, a bit deeper to the woods.
Yeah, so I would say there are like three levels of customer value management or base management. The first one is you use some people, some analytical minds to have some cuts in your data and find a group of a customer that maybe will buy additional service, and that is like the very traditional way. Then you try to have some data scientists to develop first 1, 2, 3 machine learning models to do it, and that is, I would say, time consuming, but normally it should be more effective than your analytics. And finally, you create an ecosystem that enables your people to create more machine learning models when they need them. And all that should be somehow automated, recalculated in a more or less automated way. And that is the way, the kind of target state that we want. The second horizon is adding GenAI to that. So
And if we go even deeper there, so I know many companies who launched their initial machine learning algorithms, etc. So you run, for example, 2, 3, 4, 5 propensity models. You run them, I don't know, once a month, and it's pretty easy to maintain manually. So what happens when you run, I don't know, 20, 30 machine learning algorithms? What problems do you encounter there, and how do you solve them?
well, that is the moment when you start to somehow design machine learning ops, so machine learning operations, and you need to have automated way to track the model recalculations, quality of the data, quality of the model output. You need to have all this automated. I would say, judging by our experience, preferably on the cloud, because having many models on premise for us pretty early or pretty low on the number of models. We had data scientists queuing on the weekend to recalculate the model. Some horror stories. And then, well, after cloud migration, suddenly it was all easy. So somehow you need to migrate the data, the models to cloud.
And kind of the heartbreaking question is what happens if you don't incorporate ML ops and if you don't go to the, let's say,
well, I would say that at some moment of time you will understand that some of the models get old, the results are no longer valuable. Some of the data get corrupted, and then finally you might have found that there is a part of your ecosystem that is basically not working. And then it's difficult to find it, especially if there is any rotation of the people, because when you have good people and they are still there, then maybe it will work. But when there is some rotation, then it will be after some time a disaster. And the worst case scenario is that there will be necessity to rebuild part of the ecosystem because nobody understands it.
So have you had any situations when, I don't know, people didn't even get recommendations or get bad recommendations?
It was before the cloud. It was before the cloud, and after each big recalculation session, we were like waiting for the sign that there are scores from the model available, and we can send records to telesales. And sometime there was like 1 day or 2 days of the delay, and then somehow you need to use the previous campaigns, etc. But you are losing effectiveness on a channel level.
And for example, if you start with a couple of machine learning algorithms and you want to build your ecosystem for ML ops, again, what is a realistic timeline? How much time do you need to give for your team so that they could, build that ecosystem that would scale and make sure that the results are good?
I would say that depends on the size of your team, and also on the framework that they are using. So if they are using even an open source framework for machine learning operation, then it's easier. If they were different roots of the model, different languages, programming languages, all the models are different, then it's difficult. But if there is, they are built in a similar way, one programming language, then it's easier. But realistically, well, I would say that is at least a couple of months.
And could you share which kind of language did you end up using, or if it is not a secret?
Python.
Python. Okay, so you ended up to the kind of latest, greatest algorithms that are available as part for community.
Yeah. And I would say the models themselves, they are similar, and they are using similar forecasting methods. So it's easier to manage to manage them. When there is a variety between the models, then it's difficult to manage.
And if we start thinking about the future, so you have built amazing machine learning algorithms, you can move customers from prepaid to postpaid, you can cross-sell, let's say, mobile to home or home to mobile customers, etc. What are the things that you are thinking next? What's on your mind to go further?
So yes, so there are two. One is to go beyond customer base and address all the households, all the customers that are available. And that is like building a household reference model of all the households in Poland. And then also addressing with CVM the households when we are not when we have no services. So that is also kind of new concept, which is CVM for prospects, for new customers, which is not so obvious, but that is possible with this concept. So basically, then you try to manage the penetration of your services within household, and that is one of the element of the vision. The second one is, of course, GenAI.
And if we could juggle a bit with your, let's say, first vision, I know this is a vision, etc. But for me, it sounds like, oh my God, I'm starting to think from what I do have in my customer base and moving into, okay, the whole country are my customers. Maybe some of them are not yet.
Yes, that is the vision.
That sounds very inspiring, and maybe kind of your competition will be scared, but I hope you will be able to push that vision further. And if we move to...
Well, I think that the first element of this vision is to actually understand where you really are. Because when you are managing the base, then you feel powerful because you are cross-selling to this base and you are successful. And when you compare to full market potential, then, well, I have a lot of potential. Of course, it is currently managed by our competitors, yes, but then that is the challenge.
Okay, and if we move to Gen AI, from the customer value management perspective, what use cases do you see that are immediately obvious for you to start playing with?
So the immediately available use case is the personalization of a communication with customers. And if you have like hundreds of campaigns, then somehow already there is a quite big amount of work needed to have all the communication with the customers. Then you think that maybe you should micro segment the campaigns for a different type of a customer, and at that moment you might be short on the resources to do it, and then Gen AI is there. So you can I think quite easily multiply the communication that you are sending by different type of a customer. I mean gamers, TV lovers, old, young, well, you name it, because the multiplication needed is done by Gen AI. Of course, there are challenges, so you need to test it. We have in Orange kind of responsible AI charter. So there are elements, because that is a new technology, that without human intervention you should not do it certain elements. There is a need for customer data protection. So there are elements that are still not so clear, but the initial use case to personalize, to have micro segmented communication, I think it should be easy, and I think many players are already testing that.
And if you made some tests, how is it working with the Polish language? I think Polish is quite a huge language, so probably the models that are available should be tuned pretty well. Meaning, like, can it write as good as in English?
Oh yes, of course, no problem. In terms of the language, there is no problem, no problem at all. I would say that with the prompt, it is possible to have the answer that is, I would say, almost as good as human, because with humans there is like certain element of creativity, certain understanding of customer base. So it is already possible, and we have tested that it's we can have very similar quality to a human work in Polish. Still, there are elements that AI should be somehow supervised, because there are some strange answers. And for that use case, hallucination, maybe it is not my major issue, because within the prompt there is an offer, there is a type of a customer, so there is less room for hallucination. But for the biggest call center use case, which is basically customer service by Gen AI, then there is a big room for hallucination. And you can have great answers from Gen AI, not really based on the processes, offers, etc.
And when you talk about when you think about Gen AI, do you see it like replacing call center, or more like actually amplifying your customer support quality?
Yes. So we would like to see GenAI as the force giving superpowers to our people. And I think in many situations it is really helping, really accelerating the work. Not so much, still not so much replacing people.
Mhm. So if we talk about people, how do you structure your team? Is it like a functional team or cross-functional team? You mentioned agile
I
practices.
I have mentioned that already. So we are trying to manage CVM operations and also different development projects in agile mode, and the teams, they are, I would say, cross-functional. So there is a kind of retention team or cross-sell team, and they are managing in agile mode their use case in terms of operations and also development projects.
And when you say that the team is cross-functional, so you mean you have some data guys, some
Yes,
analysts, machine learning experts, and then the business experts. They work
yes,
together as a team, yeah?
yes, yes, yes.
And what kind of benefits do you see having this cross-functional team and working in more agile fashion?
Mm, for me, there are two main benefits. One is the rhythm of the agile, the rhythm of the sprint, rhythm of rituals. So of course that is not software development. We are not developing software here, but the rhythm, the replicability between sprints, the planning, delivery, then assessing what you have delivered, what is good, what is bad, what you need to repeat. It is a good rhythm, so that is one benefit. Other one, as a business owner of this enterprise or this operation, I think it is bringing the results much faster than traditional way of work. And finally, it also seems that it is a greater motivation for people. So people are more engaged. The squads, there should be responsible for the development of the use case, so that they are able to do that. And because of that, there is a bigger motivation.
Okay, and when you need, let's say, to collaborate with other functions in the organization, I don't know, I meet quite a lot of people who say, okay, we do everything what we can with the data, and then when we need to do something with IT team, there's a wall, and in your situation, how did you go through those walls, and how do you get resources necessary, in other departments?
Well, again, I'm happy enough to have a very good cooperation with our IT team. Maybe also because there is the hype about CVM, so it's good to be associated with data and AI. So it's easier. But well, generally, when they are organizational structure borders, then outside the border, of course, it's a bit more difficult. But also working in Agile, it brings structures together.
So other functions in the organization, they also have adopted the agile principles, yeah, or
If they, because Agile is implemented on an island type way, so there is Agile island and all other functions. They may not be Agile, but they delegate some people, or at least they cooperate, and then it's easier.
Okay. So your job, Marek, looks very simple, you know? You don't have any challenges.
It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Challenges are part of fun.
Yeah, okay, I agree. It's like when you don't have those, cross-functional challenges, you have a challenge how to conquer all the Poland, you know? You- So,
Yeah.
moving to our last part of the conversation, if you would look back into your career, what would you say were your proudest moments, you know?
Mhm. I would say that I realized that I have managed to do at least two or maybe more transformations in my career. The first one was the customer journey transformation, and that is CVM is the other type of transformation. So there is a long-term initiative that after some time deliver big results like millions of margin, or in case of customer journey, we decrease number of customer complaints and calls to call center by 50% in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So when you have this big achievement, then that makes me proud. But that is the element of transformation. So people, competences, process, organization, IT, it all comprise the transformation.
Okay, so this sounds like wow achievements, you know. Kind of.
After 26 years, you need to have some.
So I assume that those during those 26 years you have had, let's say a failure or two. Could you share some horror story, from your career?
Well, horror, CVM horror stories, of course, they are about sending not appropriate communication to millions of customers. So, of course, I also had this type of failures. And then everybody is calling you why this was sent to millions of customers, and you receive millions of SMSs with the screen of your message that was received by somebody or somebody's mother, and then and sometime and sometime it was accepted by you, sometime not really, but then you are all responsible. So of course that. Um, but in terms of the attempts, we have made an attempt to move our models to uplift modeling. And that proved to be too difficult. So real failure. So that is uplift modeling, real uplift modeling. So that was too difficult.
So basically, kind of when you say uplift modeling, it's like converting scores into, let's say, the real monetary impact of that
No, no.
score. Or
By that I mean that you try to model not only the natural propensity of a customer to buy your service, but you try to model the real impact of your action being positive or negative, because some of the actions or some of the customers might be better off without you calling them or you addressing them. And to have the difference between the two, so positive and negative, theoretically possible, real life difficult.
okay. Yeah, sounds like an extremely difficult challenge, or at least requiring a lot of data. And the last question that we always ask our guests is, could you recommend us, some resource for the colleagues to learn about customer value management or other topics that you think are interesting?
So for me, I think the key resource is sharing with other CVM professionals from other markets, geographies, different industries, organizations that you are not competing directly with. Sometimes, or also sharing that is possible thanks to cooperation with different vendors. So it's always good to try to be inspired by somebody else's experience, especially that CVM is, well, not so well known and somehow it is specialized. Um, and well, as a good example, I would say that is the CVM Stories podcast. So when I listened to some of your interviews with the people, I was really impressed that it was very open, very friendly, and well, focused on the CVM itself. And let's say it was like, well, I thought it was really for me, and that if possible, that I want to contribute.
Thank you, Marek, for your nice words. We are very happy that this work also helps, And thank you for sharing your ideas and know-how today.
Thank you for listening to CVM Stories. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review. You can also ask us a question about a particular customer value management challenge you have at work. We will happily ask our experts to tackle your challenge in a future episode.